Good morning, good morning. Before we get started, here's my felt piece that I made. You layer raw wool that has been dyed and or left white, and you layer it horizontally, then vertically, horizontally, vertically. You soak it in wet, soapy, hot water. I guess water is wet. Hot, soapy water. And you agitate it by putting it between layers of bubble wrap. And mine was a little lackluster. But I might take some embroidery floss and I was trying to make like a little thatched house with a sheep, because the lady that taught us this had sheep on hers. So almost everybody made sheep. But it was fun. A lot of fun. So I think what I'm going to do today is organize everything, which means I'm going to probably run my mouth. And we need to make soft re-entry here because we're both still kind of sick. I'm not so bad anymore, but I did not sleep good last night. It always takes me a couple days to get readjusted to the time, even though it was ahead, but coming backwards is harder for me for whatever reason. So I'm just going to start organizing things. Now, I think, because I keep a lot of receipts, but when you do that, those do fade over time. So I think I'm going to keep them, but photocopy them and put the copies in stuff. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just fun. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to put this like piece of paper around everything and paper clip like topics with like topics. So this will be Highclere Castle. Here's Highclere Castle. And do that. Let's do Shakespeare. Every place I got at least something in a gift shop. And by way of postcards or a little trinket of some kind. And so I have something from everywhere. Okay, this was Victoria and Albert. V&A. This is William Morris, but no, doesn't say. I'm thinking there's other ones in here. Oh no, it's all the same one. Okay, that's fine. Beautiful. I think it is William Morris. It was in the William Morris section at the Victoria and Albert. That is a huge museum. I would say it's about the size of the Metropolitan in New York. And I mean, it's also world famous. Kay Fassett has had displays there. They had a Naomi Campbell display. A model from the high fashion model days. Okay, then I'm going to do felting. Only because that was in a little tiny town next to our hotel, but it was a kind of a category on its own. The gift shop there was lovely because it had homemade items. Oh, I just think these are beautiful. I would make a quilt that looks like that. This is my up my alley up quilt, modern. But anyhow, I bought a couple cards. Oh, and I also have, yeah, this one I got there too. I have followed her on Instagram. This is all collage. Now, I think this is a print of a collage piece. But I have a couple books from here. Claire Young's. I follow her on Instagram and have for years because I love this. And this looks like Gunner. Gunner's already in trouble. He actually ate this morning. No, he ate last night for the first time. He only ate 2 meals. He ate some snacks every morning from my sister. But other than that, it was 2 meals while we were gone. But he finally did eat a little bit last night. But my husband had to sit there and, hang out with him while he ate. And he's already torn up a pair of pants because I have a stack of stuff that goes down to the beach, kind of prepping that direction too. And One was a pair of sweatpants, because I wear thicker sweatpants and stuff there, because it's in the winter. And he ate a section of them. Okay, that's overall. And I had bought a couple things beforehand. I have some paper that I bought before I left. And while I was there, my Halloween project has been finalized. So, it might be a little bit around England. That's all I'm going to say. All right, I know. Okay, here's Shakespeare. This is from Shakespeare. Stratford Upon. We did a little tiny boat. And we went up the Avon River and saw this theater, which is where they have Shakespeare plays still playing. I was under the impression, stupid me, that this little river right here we went, it just goes up to a lock, it turns around. The Round Theater is in London, which we drove by. But I'm like, that's where I was getting confused, because I'm like, that is not a round building. And most of it is gone. It's all been rebuilt. All right, this is the V&A. I'm not even sure what this is. There's instructions here. Tear off this panel. I think it makes kind of like a little, what do you call it? Kind of like a zine. Then you're supposed to tear out this one. It's a pattern book. I got two, because I got one for me and one for Jenny, and I forgot to give her hers. So now I have two. And she's off in 49 days. She was telling everybody, 49 days. But then I think you do something with this. Kind of like an accordion thing. Like that. Obviously, a little bit better organized. I know there's ways you can do this. Somehow. And then you got a little book. Okay. That's what that is. But I'm going to just cut it up somehow. She leaves in 49 days after they got home to do a mission trip in Africa for 2 years. Her husband, they're Mormon, and her husband did a mission trip in Africa when he was right out of high school, when they do them, I think. This is for all of it. I love this. Okay, so this is the all pile. Goes with that. Oh, what is this? Oh, Highclere Castle. Highclere. I saved everything. If it had a fancy tag like that, I saved it. I got my sister a t-shirt from there. This is a cute little bag. I'm going to keep that with the Highclere stuff. Oh, I got this. A Downton Abbey card. Just other characters. It's interesting because the family that, I can't remember the name of the family that Winston Churchill's family. They were dukes, and the people that owned Highclere Castle were earls, which is a step down. They're not royal, but they are included in royal events. You have to be, I guess, past Parliament or something. And the person that owned Winston Churchill's relatives, his great-grandmother was best friends with Queen Anne. They had a falling out, but they were best friends. All right, this goes with the felting. And does it have to stay like this? No. No, I can mix it up. Here's some of the sugar packets. All right, here's the Festival of Quilts, which is the first day. These are stickers that I got at Liberty of London, and they have a stationery section there. But I thought they would be fun to include in my Hobonichi, but I really don't. It's kind of like planning, like holidays, little circles, notes, a good day, a deadline, a payday. No paydays here. Relax, tips, to-dos. But I just thought they were cute. So, and in the Piccadilly Circus section, they had a Muji store, which of course we don't have here. But I got a couple pins and this little guy, which I think I already have one of these. But it's kind of like a business card holder, but you can put stuff in it, like stickers with some kind of back, and use it as like mobile storage. I think I'm going to save this because it has Muji on it, I think. Yeah, it does. That was Piccadilly Circus Day. That was the last full day. But there's a couple pages of pockets. You could put stickers in here. You could put samples of washi tape and just take this in your art travel bag that I packed and did not use. Because, all right, this was Piccadilly Circus Day. I never got it out. This was Piccadilly Circus, which was at Liberty. Wherever Liberty is where we were shopping the last day. Which I could have done without that, really and truly. I was very disappointed in Liberty. First of all, it's super expensive. I knew it was expensive. But my Lord. The little samples I bought, I think these are $9 each. And it's just a hanky size. But I think they're maybe like 12 by 12. But I just got samples, and I'm going to maybe sew 4 together and put a border around it, make a pillow or something. Just so that I can say I have Liberty fabric. It's not my cup of tea. My sister likes it better than I do. And they had a big, big booth of Liberty at the Quilt Festival. But I didn't want to buy it there because I wanted to buy it at the store. But the store was quite disappointing, I thought. But the building was beautiful. The building was beautiful. All right. That goes there. I think there's a ton of food wrappers in here. Okay, here's some brochures for all the places too. Oh, the first night in Birmingham, we stayed at a hotel that was also having some kind of, oh shoot, I can't remember the series of books. It was written in the 70s and 80s, and it's kind of like a fantasy before Harry Potter. But they were having a convention, and there were all these like gnomes and dwarfs and all these characters, kind of like Comic-Con, but it was for this series of books. And then they had a couple other ones too. And I saw that at Victoria and Albert. Dale Chihuly has a chandelier in the middle, which I'm a huge Dale Chihuly fan. And all right, this is all London. V&A. I guess I'm going to have the V&A and London separate. We saw Buckingham Palace. We saw guards. We saw Parliament. Our bus driver drove across London Bridge on our way back to the airport, going home. Okay, this is V&A too. I got 2 of these because one of them I might cut up in pieces of my Hobonichi. Try to get 2 of everything without being too obvious. This is the hotel we stayed at in the Cotswolds, which was really modern. Kind of looked Norwegian. It was all gray clapboard, but it had like limestone bases and then gray. But you could walk around this lake. Where was our room? Our room was back in here. And then this little channel right here, you would see swans in the morning, and we had a little balcony out here. It was really kind of a neat place. And they have apparently a few of them. So this is Cotswolds. This is London proper. All right, let's see. I have a mess. Where's my tablet? Ugh. I just wanted to separate everything out today. I cannot find my tablet now. Here it is. Okay. London. I try to get, at times, postcards like this because then you can cut them up. I ordered pictures. I put 4 pictures together to make up a collage on a 4x6 size. So they're going to be small, but they'll fit in traveler's notebooks and or Hobonichi. But I ordered those yesterday on Shutterfly. I just went ahead and had them printed. Okay, this is Kelmscott. This is William Morris. All right. This was really, you could really see where he got his inspiration for his flowers and fruits. It was, you parked in a parking lot and then you walked down these 2 or 3 country lanes. Oh, it was just so quaint and so cute. And because we were on a tour, we rarely had tickets. We just went in everything as a group, so I don't have a lot of tickets. But we did get them from here. And I made my husband's to save his. Plus everything is like, you know, you hold up your phone and they get it off of a QR code, so you don't really have tickets as much anymore. Not nearly as fun as it used to be. All right. This is Kelmscott. And then I got a couple brochures. I got 2 of one, and they had this great font on everything. So I just pulled out the titles on all the little articles because it pertained to a town that we didn't go to. I think it was Bristol. But I'm going to cut up these fonts. So I have a bunch of that. Oh, and I did get a little tiny needlepoint, like a pin cushion that has Elizabeth Royal and celebrating her Platinum Jubilee in 2022. And it's needlepoint. And that was one thing I thought was sort of priced. It was still $36. I mean, it's just a little pin cushion. It's ridiculous. Needlepoint is more expensive, but I want to put this in my journal, perhaps. I have a section for bags. All right, this is Muji. So that was, I'm just going to include that in London. And this, too. This was Liberty, but I might have to do a couple like that. Okay. All right, I think that breaks down everything. Now I just have to separate it into piles and bags. There's anything that has some kind of store cover or the town or whatever on it. I was trying to hold on to it. All right, this was our paper on our hamburger one night at the Cotswolds. So I don't think I have a category for that yet either at the hotel. The food was fine. A little underwhelming, but I knew food is not the British cup of tea, even with Jamie Oliver and even with Gordon Ramsay and all that. They still, well, I had pork and beans every morning for breakfast, though. That was so funny. My husband's like, are we going to have to get pork and beans for you? Oh, and I did not gain any weight while I was there, but I had lost like 3 pounds the week before we left from food poisoning. So I broke even. And losing 3 pounds in 1 week that way was no fun. Let me tell you, that was not fun. Oh God, there's the lid. Okay, Cotswolds. This is not the most organized version, a way to approach this, obviously, but it's working. Oh, and I did have a couple breakfast teas, so I saved those. All right, where is this from? Oh, there was an outdoor store. It was a big hiking area, and there was a big outdoor store in the same little section where our hotel was, and I got a couple things there. No, I got one thing. I got a shirt. Okay, Highclere. Here. I do like to go chronologically in my Hobonichi and, oh, this was our hotel in the Cotswolds. But you can see, until I get my pictures, it was very modern. This was I guess you can see. My camera's at a weird angle. It was limestone bases, and then it had like this weathered gray, like clapboard siding, which kind of looked Norwegian to me. But it was really cool. And there was a lake around ours, but there was a whole line of lakes. And, oh, here's some of the, when we did our class that Jenny taught, the embroidery, which that was the day I was coming down with everything. I stole a piece of paper for the hotel stationery. All right, I don't know what this is from. Oh, that was my shirt. Okay. It's kind of like, it's not a, maybe it is a Patagonia shirt, but I love those shirts because they last forever. Here's all these fonts. I saved all this stuff. I just thought that it looks a lot like Amy Tangerine's writing. And this was some soap. I saved the label. This was our hotel room one time. I grabbed some more stuff just for titles and fonts. Kelmscott Manor, Cotswolds Christmas Shop. Okay. All right, where's Cotswolds? We went in a hotel, hardware store. My husband loves going into hardware stores. This goes here. And they don't call them hardware stores over there. I think it was called like a pipe fitter or something. I don't know. I took a picture of it. It'll be here. Kelmscott. Okay, Kelmscott. This is definitely not the way to organize. Definitely. But. William Morris. There we go. His house was beautiful. This was his summer house. And then he ended up retiring there. And he did, he traveled to Iceland quite a few times. I'm just going to include this in Cotswolds because that's the hotel I stole them from. I didn't steal them. They have brochures. Not too many hotels have brochures anymore. They just don't do them. All right. British souvenirs. This was at, what was the first place we went to? William, the Churchill House. That was Blenheim, which I kept calling Blenheim because that's how it's spelled. But they don't pronounce it that way. Blenheim. I know I have postcards from there. Oh, I did get this at Muji too. Just because you can't have too many of those little things. Oh, this was the little float trip we did at Stratford. That was quite cute. Quite cute. Liberty. All right. I don't know if that's in here or not. I lost my London pile. Don't do as I do here. This is not a good way to do this. I got a card at William Morris. And this was some kind of, oh God, did I pay? No, I thought it was $16. It was $6. All right. Okay, this goes here. Then when I get ready to journal, whether it's in my journal or in my Hobonichi, everything is kind of sectioned off. I loved seeing these little cottages. All right, this Burton on the Water, we went there. This was really, really cute. These little bridges that were like 4 feet above the water line, and thatched houses. We saw those finally. It took us a day or two. This is Highclere Castle, Downton Abbey. This is just all the different Cotswolds scenes. So quaint. A lot like the cottage in The Holiday with Cate Blanchett and Cameron Diaz when they switched places at Christmas time. It was really quite quaint. Okay. Highclere. We're getting some kind of a semblance of order here, believe it or not. All right. Highclere. I am going to take all my receipts, though, and I'm going to photocopy them so they last. Because it takes a couple years, but they eventually do fade. All right, this is Liberty. Yeah, those hankies were almost $9. Crazy. All right, that's Liberty. All right, this is William Morris. When you look at your brochures and everything before you go on a trip like this, it's like, oh my God, I'll never remember all this. And then you eventually get it all straight in your head. This is someplace we did not go. I don't think. No. I don't even know why I have that one, actually. I got a map. I was trying to find it. Cotswolds Lakes. Okay, here's where we were. We were on lake number 6. Which I don't even see on here. There's all kinds of little lakes. And a lot of hiking. Like a lot of hiking clubs that they were doing day hikes from our hotel. There was a group of ladies, probably like 15 or so. And they sounded American. And they all had come over here or whatever to a group they were with. They were hiking every day. Oh, God, here's more William Morris. William Morris, William Morris, William Morris. I was very impressed with William Morris. That's not my style. But just to when you're immersed in it and you see the talent and you know how long ago that was. He didn't have Procreate. He just had watercolors and oils and nice paper. You know, it is quite impressive. But I could see where all the flowers. He had a beautiful garden. There was beautiful flowers everywhere. Those people in Europe have flowers. If they have a foot by a foot piece of dirt, they have flowers in it. I love that. Okay. Lights on the water shine. Oh, this is from Van Gogh. Van Gogh's getting mixed in. All right. I think. All right. Now, I know I have Blenheim Castle. Where's Blenheim Castle? Oh, I got a little tiny ruler. This is a little ruler from Muji, but it is great for like ripping small pieces of paper and or washi tape. If you want a straight line. And they were like 25 cents. I don't even know if my camera's still recording. Yeah? Oh my gosh, it's been 30 minutes? All I've done is organize my paper by topic. But anyhow. I think Boots was the first day. That's a drugstore, but we got some stuff there. I had seen this on YouTube. I'm like, I want a Boots bag. You know, how you do. I do. I know I have postcards from Blenheim. Anybody want any chocolate wafers? Caramel sea salt truffles. But I want this for the box. So I don't even know if my husband will eat them. Pretty sweet. Oh, here's Kelmscott Manor. Their bags are so thin. They all kind of, I'm like telling my husband, be gentle with our bags. I got to go in my journal. And he would try to throw stuff away. I'm like, are you not trained? You're trained better than that. I said, quit trying to throw stuff away. And I would grab it out of the trash can in the hotel room. All right, this is London. Oh, Muji. Oh, I got a Harrods tote bag at the airport just because I needed the bag. A beautiful Harrods bag. We drove by it. We didn't go in. Can't do everything when you're that fast. All right, here's Victoria and Albert bag. I love their bags. Keep shuffling these paper piles around. What is this? Oh, this is London. Okay, Muji. Muji. Where did Muji go? Muji, Harrods, and Victoria and Albert. Okay. I think I'm just going to have to make a separate pile for bags. The big bags. Boots. All right. I think we have a semblance of order now. I feel like I still have some postcards someplace. I know I have Blenheim stuff. I have not gotten into the Blenheim. Here's boots. This was Cotswolds. I'm like, oh my God, I got to go into Boots just to get, I think we got a bottle of water and some hand sanitizer just so that I could have. All right, so, okay. This is the order. Quilt Festival was definitely first. Then came the Cotswolds and Blenheim, then Highclere, then William Morris, then Felting. Oh no, Shakespeare. Shakespeare was first. Stratford. All right, here's all the little pieces. I have a bag already of paper that I had bought before we left off of Amazon. Okay, so I think I have my order and my bag that I already had working, which is some London scrapbook paper that I bought off of Amazon, which is kind of cartoonish, but it'll work. I'm not sure how yet, but it'll work. So I don't have another thing of stickers. What else? Oh, I got some stickers off of Amazon. I think I showed you those already. I got these little guys, more scrapbook paper, because I wasn't sure if the 12 by 12s would be too big. I kind of think they are. Oh, here's some more. I got these stickers off of Amazon. Just because, you know. Oh, we never did go by Stonehenge. I bought that because they said we were going to, but we didn't. All right. Oh, and I got washi tape. One roll of British flag. Okay, so tomorrow we're diving into the Hobonichi. And starting without pictures yet, because they're not here yet. But that's okay, because I can add pictures. I'm going to put all my little tea bags. I'm going to have one day of cold medicine wrappers and or tea bags and or fake sugar. They do not do coffee well in England. Let me just tell you. They are tea people. They're trying coffee, but they usually have instant coffee at the hotels. Or they have those big fancy machines, which I don't like. The coffee that comes out of those things. I'm not a traditional coffee drinker either. I like a little coffee with my cream. All right, even though that is not for takes. Oh, here's some more of the letters. I'm gonna put that in my little bag. Here's the embroidery that I started. I didn't finish it. This is what Jenny Doan's grandmother had, all these embroidery patterns, and she's replicated them into little kits. And this is an iron-on, no, a sticker that had the pattern drawn on it, and then you soak this in water and it comes off. And you're left with your pretty pattern. But she has been making quilts for her kids for when she leaves to go to Africa, because, you know, her kids don't have any quilts, poor things. And Oh, I think she put candy in our bag. What is this from? Inlet Crab Shack. That's at the beach. That does not belong in here. Anyhow, I am separated. I am as organized. I would love to put this in my journal. Got a little worse for wear as the trip went on, but I'm going to keep them anyhow. I have a new eraser with William Shakespeare, and I have a new one that's Victoria and Albert, someplace around in here. So, we're going in the morning. I'm going to clean up a couple things here. And, oh, I got a couple room keys. My husband tried to throw those away. I'm like, no, give me those. So I have more plastic paint scrapers, which I really do not need, but can't have too many. All right, I got everything's going in my quilt tote bag. And my envelope to start tomorrow. And my pictures are supposed to be here in a couple days. So I can kind of start putting things down. And it won't mess me up too bad. I got a couple ornaments. These need to go in my Christmas ornament drawer. And I love these. These are really pretty pencils, actually. But I bought it for the 10. William Shakespeare. This, I bought all these for the 10s. Can't have too many 10s for your art supplies. I'm going to put this in my pencil drawer. If I can find the pencil drawer. Pencils. And this is going to the beach. I just thought this was gorgeous. It's nothing fancy. It's made in Italy. This was from Liberty also. Oh, wow. Liberty. But it's pretty paper, actually. All right, 10s. You're taking up the whole desk. I still have not finished Vincent van Gogh's Lego set. If my sister felt better, I would have had her do it. But she was not feeling great either. While we were gone. And of course, oh, this was the Victoria and Albert. I love the museum guides. I have a stack of them. Uffizi, Metropolitan, MoMA. Now I have Victoria and Albert. It seems like I have another one. But I love these. And I have them all on a stack on a shelf. Oh yeah, this too. This was from Liberty. Do I need this? Absolutely not. But I just thought this was gorgeous. Beautiful. All right. I think I have jabbered my jaws long enough. Making room for tomorrow. Here's my William Shakespeare. Oh, this can go in my bag too. All right. Ready or not, here we go. Tomorrow. Oh, shoot. There's still stuff left in my bag. Hold on, we're not done yet. I knew I had some postcards from Blenheim. Ugh. We'll work on this pile tomorrow. Here we go. Blenheim postcards. I knew I had some. My husband really enjoyed that because it was Churchill's birthplace in his family home. Oh, I got some rock and roll. Blenheim, no, Birmingham is where Ozzy Osbourne, who was the band he was with? Anyhow, the Moody Blues and somebody else famous are all from Birmingham. So they had a lot of music stuff. I'm not a fan of the Beatles, but I got that in Shakespeare on Guitar Picks. Oh, here's my Victoria and Albert Museum eraser. More cough medicine wrappers. I'm going to have a whole page of cough medicine. I got a couple of these Muji pens. Everybody raves about these. Stratford upon Avon. Here's Blenheim. Okay. I kept saying, how come you're not calling it Blenheim? Because it's not pronounced like that. Oh, I got a Queen t-shirt in London. This was our room keys. Sandwiches. Oh, this was from the Ivy. Hoity-toity restaurant from Coventry Gardens. I'm like, can we eat there for lunch? And I had halloumi. Oh, it was so good. I'm ordering it off of Amazon. You can't get it around here. New Brewery Arts and Crafts Shop. That's where we were when we did the felting. And, oh yeah, Siren Sister, but it's not pronounced, it's not written like that. Siren Chester's what it looks like, but it's Siren Sister. Anyhow, oh yeah, here's my other stickers. Oh, and I got a mint chocolate chip, handmade in the Cotswolds. Here was our, oh, how much was our lunch at the Ivy? Ooh, $75. But we did have a drink. I had a caramel sea salt martini, and my husband had a Bloody Mary. So, that was the only alcohol we drank. I think he had a beer somewhere, but neither one of us were in any kind of shape. We're not big drinkers anyhow. Okay. All right, shut your mouth, lady. And I will see you all tomorrow. With bells on.